Good morning, Internet. This is the old fat dad. Let me show you what I got for you today. Well, I managed to get my hands on some level 3A body armor. And I was thinking to myself, what could I do with it? So, I gave old Jim a call here, and he volunteered to help me out, like the good guy he is, testing to see how this 3A body armor protects old Jim from getting injured. In other words, how much does it hurt to get shot while you're wearing body armor? Let's find out. As you can see here, I've got quite the lineup of bullets in different calibers to try out. We're gonna go all the way from 22 long rifle up to 12 gauge buckshot. Now this vest is rated to stop most of these rounds. It can stop all the way up to a 44 Magnum in handgun calibers. I've got a couple that are kind of out of spec, but we'll start from the littlest guy and move up to the heaviest and just see how we do. Maybe this 3A armor is going to surprise us and stop everything. First up is the 22 long rifle out of our Heritage Rough Rider. Bob, are you ready? Alright, let's see how Bob's doing. Okay, looks like we hit Bob right there. And oh, it's a little bit of a dent there. Not too bad though. How's Bob doing? Bob, are you okay? Yeah, Bob's okay. Let's move up to 22 Magnum. Shooting the Heritage Rough Rider again, switching out to 22 Magnum though. Think Bob's gonna be hurt? Let's find out. Oh, Bob! Oh, man. Alright, Bob took a little roll there. Let's go see what kind of damage we did. Well, I picked up old Bob. Let's pick up the plate here. And it actually looks like it was pretty close to our other shot. Bulged out a good bit there. There it is. There's a little X around the top one, 22 Magnum on the bottom, and Bob's not hurt. He can take it. Let's move on. Next up, 380 out of the SIG P238. Let's see if I can actually hit this darn thing. Hey, I think I got him. Let's go check Bob out. All right. Here's our hit with the 380. And Bob, how are you feeling, bud? I'm doing good, man. I think I see a little bit of a bump there, but nothing catastrophic. Well, let's put them back together and move up. Let's try some 9mm ammo out of an AR-9 from Palmetto State. Ooh, I can see that one did a little bit more damage. I think Bob might be in a little bit of trouble. Let's go check him out. Oh, buddy. That is a serious bit of deformation there. That looks like it hurt. There's Bob juice all over the back of this thing. And, oh man, Bob, I'm so sorry, buddy. So the bullet did not go through the armor. It's definitely still in there, but but the bullet impact definitely went through Bob. That looks painful. Well, Bob, let's try some more calibers. That 9mm out of that AR-9 was a little rough on poor old Bob. Let's try some 45 long Colt out of this Smith & Wesson 460. I hope Bob's okay. I think Bob might be hurting again. Let's go check him out. Okay, the armor is in the dirt again. Oh, look at that. Hey, that's pretty cool. That must be the... Maybe that's the 380? Neat. I'll hold on to that guy. Alright, back to the armor. Nice little bulge. Definitely not as bad as that 9mm, but big old hole. You can tell the difference. Which one's a 45 and which are the smaller calibers. Pretty cool. Let's take a look at old Bob. Oh, Bob. Right in the nose, man. So, 45 long Colt. Looks like it'll definitely hurt you, even if you're wearing 3A body armor. Let's move on up. Okay, we got a fresh Bob down there. Got him in the armor. I got the 357 Magnum in my hand. Let's give it a shot. Whoa. Let's check it out. I'm not sure what happened there. Well, the armor sure went flying. Looks like I hit it off to the left there a little bit. And that's a huge bulge there. But old Bob took that hit like a champ. Looks like it was off center a little bit. That might have been the reason. Well, let's suit him back up and move up a caliber. Well, up to now we've been shooting body armor Bob with handguns and calibers that the little vest was rated to stop. We're kind of exceeding the parameters of the vest now. I've got 454 Casull loaded up in our Smith & Wesson 460. Let's take a crack at Bob and see what happens. Okay. Alright, let's go check it out. I think Bob's done for. Well, we can see walking up here that Bob is no more. But the question I have is, was it the force of the bullet pushing the plate back into the watermelon, or did the bullet go through? Let me dig in there and see if I can answer that question. I believe I have the answer. The vest was separated into two parts. It got hit so hard. There's some more there. And this part got blown out the back. And I believe we have a bullet in there. Stopped. It just hit this so hard, it blew up poor Bob. That is crazy. Well, I've got a couple more calibers to try. Let me see if I can fix this vest up. And we'll get a fresh Bob out. We'll try a couple more. Alright, 454 Casull. It was stopped by the vest. It didn't save Bob. We've got 460 Smith & Wesson loaded up. We know Bob's probably done for, but I'm curious if the vest will actually stop the bullet. Let's find out. Okay, let's see. Let's see if the bullet got stopped at least. All right, here's the carnage. Again, we've got our vest blown up into two separate halves up here, and poor old Bob is also blown up pretty good. So the question is now, did the vest stop the bullet? And actually, yeah, it did. Look at that. Not that it's going to help anybody, but there's that bullet just right at the edge of coming out. That's pretty amazing. Well, I'm impressed. This vest did pretty darn good. Well, at this point, Bob is in pretty bad shape. The vest is in really bad shape. But I've got a couple more tests I want to do. We're going to finish off the big stuff with the 12 gauge, shooting some double-aught buckshot, Stoger M3000, and then I got a bonus round I want to try, just see what happens. So let's give the shotgun a shot. Alrighty, let's check her out. Alright, here's Bob. Yeah, he's smushed. Surprisingly, probably not as bad as when we hit him with the 454 Casull and the 460 Smith & Wesson. Did I say Western? Smith & Wesson. Well, we sure sent that vest flying. Here is the remains of our poor vest. Oh, you poor guy, you've been through so much today. I think it stopped the buckshot though, no problem. And there's that buckshot. All got caught in close to the first layer of that vest. Not too bad. Alright, this is kind of like the bonus round for our poor old vest down there. I've got my CZ512 20-inch barrel. It's loaded up with some Full Metal Jacket 22 Magnum rounds, and there's always rumors flying around that 22 Magnum is small enough and fast enough that it can go through a 3A vest. So I figure let's put it to the test. These Full Metal Jacket bullets are probably the best bullet for penetrating. Let's see what happens. Alright, that was 5 shots. Let's go check out the results. And here are those 5 shots, pretty close together there. Uh-oh. Look at that. Looks like, yeah, we got some penetration. That is crazy. I did not expect that. Although, to be fair, our vest is not exactly in good shape. It makes me curious though now if a fresh vest would have stopped them, or would they have sailed right on through. Crazy. Let me pull it apart. So here's the back side there, and I can see one that definitely went through there, and here's some clay mixed in there. It might have been the stop. Let's see. Does it tell us anything? Okay, I see some holes there. Don't see any bullets. I wonder if they all went through. That would be nuts. I don't feel anything. Okay, alright, so some of them did get stopped, and I think it might have been that they were so close together that they damaged the vest enough to get through on the later rounds. Man, this bonus round really just raised more questions than it answered. I think I might have to try this again with the 22 Magnum in a fresh vest one day. Here's all the bullets I could recover. Starting on the left, we got 22 Magnum, 380, 9mm, 357, 454 Casull, 460 Smith & Wesson, and here's a couple pellets of that buckshot. I think it's pretty safe to say that from the 22s up to the 380, you probably wouldn't have been hurt from a hit if you were wearing that body armor. But starting at that 9mm and moving up, it left pretty good welts in the armor, pushed it out far enough that you probably would have felt like it was a good gut punch, or maybe even worse. And then, of course, the stuff that was not really rated for the vest would probably have killed you. I mean, it was pretty brutal, especially the 454 Casull and the 460 Smith & Wesson. Pretty doubtful you would have been walking away from a hit from one of those, even if you were wearing armor. Well, that was a pretty fun test. I like those results. The only thing that really leaves me wanting more is the 22 Magnum out of a rifle. I actually didn't expect it to even get close to going through. I thought that would have been a total wives' tale. But, you know, it went through with at least 2 rounds, maybe 3. So now I'm really curious. I might have to get a fresh vest to get a final determination on whether that 22 Magnum ammo out of a rifle will go through a vest. I hope you enjoyed watching the video as much as I enjoyed making it. If you did, please consider liking and subscribing, and we'll see you next time.